Okay, so today we're going to be looking at another technique for prospecting, and this is probably the most common technique that I use and that you'll be using, and that is Google Maps. So I know I'd mentioned that things can be a little repetitive, um, and this is one of those repetitive tasks. So it's really straightforward. It's great just to have your music in and to really work hard because it's essentially just doing the same things over and over again, and you'll just get quicker and quicker and better at at these things. So we're going to want to have our prospecting sheet open. We will want to have Facebook open and also Google Maps. So we're going to be looking at two schools today. One that is located more in the city, so an urban area with lots of businesses, and one that is more in the country, so more rural. And I just want to show you how things change based on if a school is located in the city with lots of businesses or maybe more in the country. So the first school we're going to be looking at today is Forest Hill Community High School in Florida. And so as you can see here, it's located in Florida, right by the beach and in the middle of a big city, West Palm Beach. Okay. Um, so let's go back to our lead tracker. So today, um, you can see here, we use Google Maps and we just go through industry by industry. So we've got banks and credit unions and car dealers and dentists and orthodontists. And you can see this list just goes on and on and on, all the way down until we get to typically smaller industries. So like bakeries, flower companies, movie theaters. And these are companies that are probably less likely to buy. And for that reason, we always start at the top and just work our way down, going through industry by industry. So today for Forest Hill, just undo that. Forest Hill, we're going to be looking at dentists. So really simple. What we first want to do is go to Google Maps. We've got Forest Hill Community High School in here. That's the school we're looking at. We want to type nearby and then just put the industry that we're looking in, which is dentistry. So dentists, and let's see what comes up. And you can see here we have all of these red dots. Now these are all of the local dentists that Google Maps is recognizing in the area. Um, so that's how we're going to do it. And essentially, if this is your project, you're just going to work all the way through all of these different businesses, seeing if you can find emails and correct contacts for these businesses. So let's just start at this end. We've got First Care Dental Care. Okay, so we would copy that and we want to go to their website. And while that's loading, we want to go to our lead tracker and type in First Care Dental. Okay. Now immediately up here we've got an email. So let's see if we can right click this and see if something comes up. So we have copy email address, and let's see if it lets us paste. Oh, let's try that again. Right click, copy email address. Okay, so it's not letting us paste. So we'll have to find the email a different way. So another one of the techniques, right, is we go right down to the bottom of the uh, website, and there we go. We have their email. So we want to copy that. We want to come over here and paste it. Now we want to go and see who to address the email to, right? Who is the decision maker? Is it Sam? Is it Tom? Is it Samantha? Let's see if we can find out. So we want to go over here, and they have a tab that says Meet the Team. So let's see if we can find who runs this dentistry. Okay, so it's just loading. Okay, so you can see here we have lots of different profiles. So an easy way to do this, sometimes there will be, they'll have titles, so it might say owner or lead dentist, we're not quite sure. So let's go Control F, and this is a search bar on our web page. We can type owner, and let's see if anything comes up. Okay, so nothing's come up. Maybe we can try type office manager, office. Okay, nothing's come up. So that's all right. We're not sure who it is. We can try find a name this way, so we'll go on Zoom info. Okay, doesn't look like there's an Emily here. Emily. Again, Zoom info doesn't always have the most accurate information, so we never want to start there. So it doesn't look like there's an Emily. We're not sure who to address it to. That's okay. We'll come back and we will just put team. So that way the email will read, hi team, good morning team. So it still sounds good in a sentence. And then we'll just come back to our map and we would just go onto the next business, and we're just going to go down business by business, right? So you probably want to go in order, working our way down. Let's just take a look at this one. We'll do one more, and then I'll go and show you what it looks like, or maybe two more, and then we'll go and I'll show you what it looks like to do this for another industry at another high school that's located not inside the city. Okay, so West Palm Beach Braces. Okay, so we'll copy that. We're going to go to their website. We're going to come and we're going to paste Palm Beach Braces and the company name. Okay. Contact us. Let's see if anything comes up. Again, looking for email. Okay, so they have their numbers, but it doesn't look like there's an email. Okay, so there's a Facebook page here, so let's follow that. PB Braces, that's us. Okay, so this looks like we can see here that they have a number of different locations. The one we're looking for is in West Palm Beach, but it looks like they're all run by the same company. So you can see here, this isn't in West Palm Beach, it's in Royal Palm Beach. But because it's part of the same company, that's okay. Looks like it's a smaller company. If this was Coca-Cola or Nike and they had a contact email, that's probably not the best because they're all around the world. But this is a local business. It looks like they have just 4 different locations. So therefore, this email is okay. So we'll come back here and we'll paste that in. We're not sure who to address it to, so we'll put team. But let's go back here and see if anything else comes up. So we'll type in email. Okay, didn't find any results. So maybe we can come back here, go to the About Us page, see if there's an owner or someone. Oh, okay. So it looks like we have Aditi Patel. Okay. So we can come back here to our lead tracker and we might update that. Dr. Patel. And we'll also, just to finish up, we'll check Zoom info and see if anything comes up. Okay, it looks like Zoom info doesn't want to load. So that's annoying. We'll just refresh the page and we'll bring this up. Okay, it looks like their website has blocked Zoom info. So that's okay. Let's do one more. So again, we probably work our way more systematically through the different businesses. But let's just go in here. What's this? Okay. So you can see here, they're in the same building and they have 2 different pins, but it's actually for the same business. You can see the website here, implantdentrySF.com and implant dentistry of SF.com. So it's the same company. So we'll just copy that. Implant Dentistry of South Florida. Looks like Dr. Thomas Roberts. We'll go to their website. Now we already know who the doctor is because of Google Maps. It's Dr. Roberts. So we can come back here for the decision maker, Dr. Roberts, and now we are on their website. So let's go to the contact page and see what comes up. Okay, it doesn't look like anything's come up. So let's paste their name into Facebook and see if anything comes up. Okay, Implant Dentistry of South Florida. Oh, perfect. West Palm Beach, Florida. That's us. Dr. Thomas Roberts. That's our guy. How easy is that? We have their email. And then if we want to finish up, if we want to see if maybe there's another good contact, we can always go on ZoomInfo to finish it up. Okay, again, it looks like it's blocked. That's all right. Sometimes that happens. So we've still got 3 good businesses, 3 good emails and contacts. So that is for our example for using Google Maps to find leads in an area where there's a city. So there's lots of businesses, which means that we probably want to stay closer. You know, if there was a dentist all the way out here, we probably don't want to get their contact information because there's so many dentists that are closer to the school. But our other example, um, we are going to be looking at Ryrie High School. So we're going to come here and we are going to type in Ryrie Junior Senior High School, which is in Idaho. And you can see here, Ryrie is a small town. There's lots of green around, so there's not as many businesses. But we can see here that it is closer to Idaho Falls, which is a big city. And so the reason I point that out is there might not be as many businesses in Ryrie, which means that we might have to look a little bit further. So in our previous example, we were looking at dentists that were maybe 10, even 15 minutes away from the school. But for this example, we might be looking at businesses that are even 30 minutes away from the school. Okay, so for this example, we're going to be looking at roofing contractors. Okay, so that's the industry, roofing contractors. The lead source is Google Maps. So let's see what we find. So we're going to copy that. We're going to go nearby the school and we're going to paste it in and we'll see what comes up. Okay, and so already you can see that there are no roofing contractors in Ryrie. So immediately we have to come away from the school. And you can see here, this is a 16-minute drive from the high school, but even then there's only 2 businesses. So we're probably going to come to this business as well, which is further away. You can see it's 28 minutes, but we don't have many options, so we're going to be looking at all of these schools. Okay. So again, we'd start at one side and we just work our way down. So the first company to come up is Briggs Roofing Company. So we'll copy their name. We will open up their website and we'll put their company name in there, Briggs Roofing Company. We can also, in the meantime, go to Facebook and post it, paste it in and see what comes up. Here's their Facebook, is it? Yep, Rigby, Idaho. Okay, so that's the correct location. Again, if you're not sure, you can always check the phone number, maybe to make sure that matches. 208-745, 208-745, perfect. There's an email. Now we're on their website. So let's see if we can match that email or even find a second email. So we'll scroll through to the bottom. Okay, they have their phone number but no email. So let's go to their contact us page. Okay, so this doesn't look great. This is a contact form where we can put our details in, and they'll reach back out to us. But we're looking for an email. So let's just finish up and go to ZoomInfo and see if anything comes up. Briggs Roofing. Okay, perfect. Okay, so here we have some really good examples. We have the president of the company, we have the office manager, and we also have sales and marketing specialists. So those are probably 3 that we can reach out to. If there's anything marketing, I usually like to reach out to them, but just 1. So we'll copy that, and his name is Larkin. We'll go here, Larkin. We'll come back to the website. I also like the office manager because the president might be busy, but the office manager, it's her job to respond to the email. So let's copy Tammy's email and we can put Tammy in there. And remember, we want at maximum 3 contacts for a company. So I'm not going to copy Justin's email, but maybe we can just use his name. So we've already got the info email. That's a good email. And let's just put Justin's email in there, his name in there. So that way, maybe someone passes the email on to him. Okay, so these are all three for the same company. So we can just copy that down, as well as here, Google Maps. And just like that, I think there's a really good chance that we get in touch with someone from this company. So let's just go back and do one more example here, right? So that would be our the first business. Now we just move on to the next and work our way down. But I want to show you one other thing um, with using Google Maps. So we've typed in here roofing contractors, but sometimes we want to try different configurations to see if different companies come up. So maybe if we just type, instead of roofing contractors, we could type in roofing company. Okay, and you can already see here, Slade Roofing didn't come up before, but we've typed in something different, and now Slade Roofing has come up. So you can see there's lots of it. Maybe we could play around with it again and just type roofing and see what comes up. Okay, so now nothing's coming up here at all. So you can see it's really important to try different combinations of names, um, for an industry to make sure that we get everyone. So that's just something to keep in mind as well. And then of course we'd go through here, working our way through these businesses. So we always start with the website and see what we can find. Then secondly, we go to the company's Facebook page if we can find one. We can always use the search bar and type an email and see if something comes up. Then we can use ZoomInfo, right? We never want to start there because it's not always the most accurate information, but it's a good resource. And then finally, I just want to recap a final way we can find an email sometimes, and that would be to use Google Maps. So if we had Harrington and Company, right? Harrington and Company, we could go to Google and we could type in Harrington and Company, and they're located in Idaho Falls. So we could type Idaho Falls ID, which is short for Idaho, and then we could type an email, and let's see if something comes up. Okay, that's not a good email. Never bounce. That's just they're guessing. It says the most accurate and popular Harrington's email format, right? So that's not necessarily a correct email. Okay, so it doesn't look like anything's coming up. We've always got to double check it. It looks like this isn't the Harrington and Company. So it doesn't look like we've found an email this way. But to use our previous example, I wonder if we went Briggs Roofing Company, and let's say we put that in there, if we could find an email. Okay, so there's another email. And obviously we found some good emails, so we don't need to do this. I'm just showing you one last resort. If you haven't found an email on the website or on Facebook or with the ZoomInfo, sometimes you can do this. So there's an email. We can see Justin Briggs is the owner of the company. So yeah, there we go. Again, info@briggsroofing.com. So that's just another technique that you can use when using Google Maps to find an email. So to recap, we have our industry lists, right? And we're just going to work through one by one through all of the different industries and businesses. We come on to Facebook, onto Google Maps, sorry, and we find the high school. We type nearby, and then we put in whatever industry it is. So it might be banks, it could be insurance, it could be local dentists, right? And we enter that, and then we simply just work through business by business, trying to find emails. And that's really how you do it. So I hope this helps. As always, I am only ever an email or a call away if you have questions. But hopefully, this is a good resource for you to look back on for how to use Google Maps to find leads.